Hey, what's up guys, Zeus here and welcome to episode 6 of Scaling to Glory. We start today's episode off by again completing some of the starter objectives alongside the daily objectives as well. And you can see that we completed the final one, which was by someone new, a new signing. We will also be showing you guys 2 brand new skill squads in this episode later on. But you can see that I'm actually going to be opening some packs. I will be also opening my reward packs from the squad battles, which I actually did in the previous episode. I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see, either the goals and the rewards or just the rewards only. Most of you said that you wanted to see the goals, but I think that the episodes will be too boring, because also for today's episode I will be playing some squad battles, but I feel I just spent too much time on the squad battles, which is something I kind of want to avoid. So for the future episodes I'll be showing you just the results I pretty much have. I'll just show you the screen with all the games I've played, and then once we obviously have the rewards, we'll cut to that, because I think it would be better instead of just showing you the goals only, which obviously takes a lot of time as well for an episode. And I think, as I said, it could get boring really quickly. Meanwhile, in the background, you can see me opening some packs. I think there were some squad battles, squad building challenges, which I actually did. I believe I did the kickoff one, which is one of the starter squad building challenges you can do. You have to give in a full bronze team, a full silver team, and also a full gold team. And these were the packs we got. We got an all players pack as well, and also a premium gold pack with at least 3 rares. We didn't get much luck. You can see that we didn't really get like some amazing players. But in this pack we got a pretty decent pool. We got the screen, and that means we obviously get a decent player, and we get a player from Senegal who plays for Napoli. That is Koulibaly, 84 rated. Has some very good looking stats, and at the time I wasn't too sure what to do with him, because I either wanted to use him for a team or just sell him on, since I thought that his price would actually drop instead of actually rise more. But I decided to list him up for 11k. Also decided to list some of the other players, including this guy Wendell, pretty decent looking player, especially for starter Bundesliga teams. And same goes for the rest of the players. Just kind of checked how much they went for, and if they didn't go for much, I just decided to quick sell them. Or I think I also decided to store them in my club for maybe future squad building challenges we could do. But you can see me doing another one, which is the gold upgrade one. It's also a very useful squad building challenge, where you can just simply put players in which you don't want to use, and then as a reward you get 2 rare players. And we got Alan, again a player from Napoli, and he will definitely be a player we'll be using in the future, because he's been a player I've been using almost every single year in Ultimate Team, and he seems to do very well. We also got Narsing, 4-star skiller, with some pretty decent sets aside to store in my club as well. I can see on the screen that it's now time for the squad battle rewards. Now, I only played 4 games. I got an alright result. I think you can see that we got the icon from, I think, Elite 1, but we actually got Gold 3. Because I just couldn't play more games. And this was the reward. We got 2 jumbo premium gold packs and also 12,000 coins. And in our first pack we got the screens already, and we get a player from Red Bull Leipzig. We get Naby Keita there, 83 rated, pretty decent stats. And he'll definitely be a player which we can sell him for something. And you can see also the remaining players weren't amazing. Just your regular non-rare players, which we could maybe use for a squad building challenge in the future. Then moving on to the next pack, unfortunately we did not get the screens, which usually gives you sort of a direction of player you can get. And we got a 79 rated player from Atletico Madrid for Schalke, a Croatian right back. Again, doesn't go for much. Decided to list him for, I think, just more than 1k or something, which again is amazing. But we got a bunch more players as well, and that was about it for the pack. So we got 2 packs, 12k for only like playing 2 games, which is not too bad. Then we move on back to the squad battles. You can see that there was the first featured squad of FIFA 18, and that was actually to play against the Ultimate Team from Griezmann with his 99 rated pro player card, which just looks absolutely nuts. Then he also has the 91 rated version of Ronaldinho, definitely a player I want to get my hands on. And we also have the 90 rated version of Thierry Henry, also an insane player, which I definitely wanted to give a try this year in Ultimate Team. Unfortunately, never got the chance to actually play against this team, because by the time I actually wanted to play against this team, I actually was too late, which kind of sucked. So yeah, I didn't get the chance to play against it, but if you did, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below if it went well or not. I decided to play my first squad battle for the week, the first one, which I unfortunately did not get to see the team of, or at least I didn't record it. But you can see the start wasn't amazing. We gave away a penalty, which we luckily saved, but we also got a red card, which obviously is not the best for the remaining minutes in the game. But we actually took the lead after a cheeky penalty there. It was, I think, Carlos Vela who got the 1-0. Then before halftime, the AI decided to do something back, made it 1-1. And then in the 90th freaking minute, they make it 2-1, which gives us the first loss on this account on Ultimate Team, which really sucked. You can see it in the top left-hand corner, the first loss. So I was pretty frustrated when it happened, but yeah, you always end up losing one game. You always will. And you can see here we got a premium gold pack as well, because we completed the final I think starter objective. And yeah, we opened a premium gold pack. We got a player from Bayer Leverkusen in a Bender there, the center back. Again, doesn't really go for much, so yeah, simply decided to store it in my club. After that, I was kind of confused, because I assumed that you would maybe get something special for completing all of the starter objectives, like the 5 groups, but you don't get anything in return, like not a coin prize or not like a special pack. So yeah, I was kind of confused about it. Just a heads up for you guys as well, if you haven't completed all of them. But anyway, after that, I decided to jump back into the squad battles with, of course, the hope to do better than our first game. And we started off well with a quick goal from Doumbia, but then in the 80th freaking minute, they make it 1-1, and what a goal as well. A deflection of my defender, which went in, which meant we had to go into a penalty shootout, which we luckily won. We scored all of our penalties and saved a couple from the AI, and that meant we won the game. Only got a little bit more than 1,500 points. And you can see that we actually jumped from, I think, Gold 3 to Elite 1, which must have been a glitch, because you can see in the top right-hand corner that actually showed the Gold 2 icon. So yeah, that was a bit weird. Anyway, moving on into the third game. Again, decided to play it on Legendary, and we come up against this Bundesliga side in the 4-3-3 formation. Pretty decent looking team, and we start things off after 30 minutes. Pass it back to Orlando, who taps it in at the near post. Good goal. Then second half, my opponent decided to foul me inside the box, and I actually got a red card for it, surprisingly. Usually the referees don't really like give red cards that quickly, but yeah, we convert the penalty, make it 2-0. Then it's Rodrigo again with another goal here to make it 3-0. And then towards the end, in the 90th minute, he completes his hat-trick. A nice volley there with his weaker foot to make it 4-0. Which meant we end up winning this game, and we got a little bit over 2.5k points, which was a good result. And then we move on to what will be the final game. We were able to get, I think, almost 2k points from just this game alone, if we win it, basically. So yeah, we come up against this team, 3-4-1-2 formation, Premier League players, and he starts off with Morata in the 67th minute to make it 1-0, and yeah, after it in the 90th minute, we conceded 2 more goals, because I was, I think, on an all-out attack, because I obviously wanted to do something back, but it ended up in us conceding 2 more goals, which was a bit of a shame. We only got like 300 points from that game, which wasn't exactly the greatest. But anyway, moving on back, I decided to sell on most of the players from the 2 teams, which we actually built a couple episodes ago, because I thought it was time to make some new squads. We had a lot of coins in our club to actually spend on some players, so I decided to sell on the players which we already had in our club, and obviously make 2 brand new squads. Meanwhile, though, you can see me opening a couple of packs. I think these were some daily gifts. This was definitely daily gift, the pack we opened, which was a gold reward pack. We got 1,500 coins from it as well, which was pretty nice. And then we also got another pack in a gold upgrade pack, as I did one of the squad building challenges. And then we got this guy, a goalkeeper from Watford, 82 rated. And they're obviously untradeable, so I decided to store them in my club. And then we move on to the brand new squads which we've made. They're in the 4-3-2-1 formation. This is the first team. On goal we have Neto, goalkeeper from Valencia, looks pretty good. Then left back we have Roussillon, French left back from Montpellier, links up nicely with Marquinhos, who then links up nicely with this guy Miranda. I really want to have a solid defense, so decided to go with the 2 Brazilians who nicely link up with each other. Then the right back we have Cancelo from Inter, 92 pace. Then the midfielder we have Borja Falero, 83 rated with 4-star skill moves and some amazing stats. And I only picked him up for 950 coins. Definitely give this try a go, because I used him last year as well, which I think was the first year when he actually got 4-star skill moves, and he played amazing for me. Then as the defensive-minded player we have De Rossi, and then as the left center mid we have the first 5-star skiller in this squad, which is Hatem Ben Arfa, my favorite player in FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. And yeah, he's had a bit of a downgrade, especially pace-wise. But he still has the 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's 81 rated, doesn't go for much, and yeah, I just simply want to give him a try to see what he's like in FIFA 18. Then as the left forward, we have another 5-star skiller, Stephan El Shaarawy. He obviously is an inform this week, and I actually picked him up before he actually played that game where he earned that inform. So yeah, hopefully he will be worth something when I decide to sell him on. But yeah, you can see 5-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot, some pretty decent stats as well. And then moving on to the striker, we have a familiar face in Rodrigo. Played 8 games with him, scored 8 goals and 5 assists. And next to him, we have another Spanish player with 4-star skill moves in Inaki Williams. And he looks like an absolute beast as well. 93 pace, 79 dribbling, 78 shooting, and 73 passing as well. So that is the first team. Now moving on to the second team, which obviously includes a 5-star skiller as well. And we do have this sort of Brazilian Serie A Liga Portuguesa hybrid, I think. And yeah, in goal we have Perrin, looks like a decent goalkeeper. Left back we have Dalbert, again a pacey wing back from Inter with 91 pace. Then we have this beast, Jorge Zeus. He used to be a centre back in like FIFA 15 and 16 as well. But then last year he was all of a sudden a left back, which was weird. But he's definitely the definition of a cheap beast. Then the other centre back we have Manolas, picked him up for 14k, looks amazing as well. And he's definitely a player which you will come up against if you play the weekend league. Right back we have Karstorp, looks very solid as well. Then the first midfielder is a Portuguese player from Benfica, Pizzi, 4-star skill moves, good stats as well. Then we have an inform Danilo Pereira from FC Porto, picked him up for 16k, with the thought that I could maybe end up selling him for something. I picked him up as sort of an investment, and he also looks like a pretty decent player, so I decided to put him into the squad. Left centre mid is Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk, who gets a perfect link with this man, this beast, Tyson. Look at his stats, man. 82 rated, 92 pace, 85 dribbling, 79 shooting, 75 passing. His physical isn't the best, but he looks like an amazing player for only 2.2k. You definitely need to give this guy a go. Then moving on to the striker, we got a familiar face in Doumbia. Played 6 games with him, only scored 3 goals, got 6 assists. Really hope to do better with him in this team. And the same goes for this guy, Gelson Martins. Obviously a 5-star skiller, but only 3 goals and 3 assists in 7 games. I think I've been just skilling too much with him. That's I think the reason. But yeah, anyway, also decided to pick up some new kits. Went with the Barcelona B home kit as well as the Barcelona B away kit. Reason why I went with the Barcelona B kit instead of the normal Barcelona is because this one doesn't have the sponsor on it, and I just love kits without sponsors. That's the main reason. Also picked up a new stadium in the Emirates Stadium from Arsenal, and after we applied those, we were good to go in what will be the first game of Division 8 and also the first online game of this episode, which also will be the final game. Before we actually headed on into that game though, I decided to show you guys my instructions. As I've said before, like, my instructions aren't amazing. They're like the kind of obvious. Like, my wingbacks are always stay back on attacking, and then like the center mid, like the player with the most defense, is the one I want to have stay back whilst attacking, and the rest is default basically. So those are the only instructions I usually apply to my players. Then we move on. It will be the first game, and we come against a very strong League Inside with Di Maria there, the right winger, 5-star skiller. So yeah, looks to be a strong team, and we start things off very badly after less than 10 minutes. It is Cavani there who gets himself the goal. After a lucky bounce, he managed to get back whilst I tried to defend it away, and after it, I make such a stupid mistake. I tackle from behind with Borja Falero straight from kickoff, and we get a red card. And I was like, "Are you freaking serious?" Like, I was so mad at myself. But the only thing I obviously could do was get back into the game, and that's what we actually did with Rodrigo. After a very nice body feint, we got past like 2 defenders. We sprinted through on goal, and then a very nice finish into the back of the net to make it 1-1. Then in the 18th minute, I want to pass it back to De Rossi, who then gets tackled off the ball very nicely by my opponent. Maybe should have done something quicker. Then in the 30th minute, this El Shaarawy on the ball, plays it on through here to De Rossi, takes out the defender very nicely with a ball roll, gets it back, but then the shot was so bad that I probably should have just passed it on to someone else. But yeah, again, first half he had some chances, but I just couldn't convert him into goals. Here is all a very bad first start from Inaki Williams. Good save from his goalkeeper. Then I tried my best to do something back here with Ben Arfa, but he got pushed to the ball so easily by, I think, Balde Diao is his left winger, and he went on the counter straight away with some quick passing. It's Fekir on the ball. Again, tried to push him off the ball. Then he plays it on through here to Di Maria, who slots it home nicely to make it 2-1 in the 45th minute and yeah, give himself the lead. Then during halftime, I decided to make some changes. I decided to change the formation since I felt that because I obviously lost the player, I just needed to change something really. So I decided to switch to the 4-3-1-2 formation. Have the player which wasn't there, Borja Falero, as my center attacking mid, so I would have at least a solid midfield. And it actually ended up working quite well because we got the first attack going in the 54th minute with El Shaarawy. A very nice through ball which results in a very nice goal as well. A cheeky chip over the goalkeeper to make it 2-2, make it all even in this game. Then 67th minute, he has the ball here with Fekir, a shot into the back of the net, which I think my goalkeeper just should have saved. He looked very bad there, but yeah, gives himself the lead back again. Then 75th minute, a fake shot there from El Shaarawy, a fake shot there from Rodrigo to beat the defender. A nice ball roll, then plays it on through to an open free Ben Arfa, who shoots and scores and makes it 3-3. Gets us back into the game, and you can see from the replay that again the ball roll is so effective this year. Definitely one of the better skill moves again in Ultimate Team or just in FIFA 18 in general. Then in the 90th minute, we got a big chance as well with Rodrigo, which we probably should have finished off. But he took the shot with his weaker foot, which ended up in a very bad shot off target. And that's how the game ended, basically. You can see we got very lucky because my opponent had more chances than us and probably should have won the game. But we end up getting a point, which I thought was pretty decent considering we lost the player very stupidly at the beginning of this game. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.